Good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to our awards ceremony for actions that happened in 2024. While none of our police officers do this for recognition, this is a good way for us to gather, see families as they grow, and spend an evening together, and also show the recognition that they deserve for the jobs that they've done well. These are just some of the things that occurred during the year. There's much more that goes on that can't be measured. How many crimes did they prevent by being present? How many motor vehicle accidents did they prevent? How much behavior did they change just by their presence out on the road? Even doing the simple everyday things as lift assists and welfare checks, how good do they make somebody feel? So it's a lot that goes on. It's good all during the year. These are just the highlights. We recognize about 10 miles up the road, we lost a Newark police officer who was gunned down, shot, and killed at 26 years old by someone even younger at age 14. And that resonates even more the danger and the risks that our officers face. Even though Mountainside remains a great place to live and raise a family, a very safe area, our officers could encounter these same people at any given time during a motor vehicle stop or anything that somebody walking down the road, or at any point this could happen here. So we thank them for their time out on the road, and we hope that God is with them and watches over them. So our first job is about a suicide, person attempting to commit suicide that was saved by our police officers. And I'd like to call up Police Officers Cesar Reyes-Perez, Dan Constantino, Sergeant Christopher Feiner, and Corporal Ryan Carr. On May 21st, 2024, at approximately 10:35 a.m., Police Officers Reyes-Perez and Constantino were dispatched to a residential home in response to a report of a female contemplating suicide while on the phone with her husband. Upon arrival, Officer Reyes-Perez discovered that the home was locked and a cell phone was ringing in the garage area. Officer Constantino observed a vehicle in the garage with its taillights illuminated, indicating that the vehicle was running and the garage door was vibrating. Recognizing the imminent danger, both officers forced entry into the home and proceeded into the garage, where they found the victim unconscious in the driver's seat of the running vehicle. Understanding the critical nature of the situation, the officers quickly opened the overhead garage door to allow fresh air into the space. They then worked together to remove the victim from the vehicle and bring her to fresh air out on the driveway. At this time, Sergeant Christopher Feiner and Corporal Ryan Carr arrived on scene to assist. They helped administer life-saving oxygen and worked to improve the victim's breathing. Thanks to the swift and coordinated efforts of all personnel involved, the victim was stabilized and subsequently transported to the hospital for further treatment. For their courageous actions, commitment to saving a life, Officers Cesar Reyes-Perez, Dan Constantino, along with Sergeant Christopher Feiner and Corporal Ryan Carr, are hereby awarded the Department Life Saving Award. Their quick response and teamwork and dedication to the well-being of the community exemplifies the highest standards of their law enforcement service. Our next award is also a life-saving award, and I would call up Police Officers Melissa Hernandez and Trey Melville. On August 4th, 2024, police officers Hernandez and Melville were dispatched to a residential home following a report of an unconscious male found in the bathroom. Upon arrival, the officers quickly assessed the situation and determined the victim exhibited no signs of a pulse or breathing, indicating a life-threatening emergency. Given the information provided earlier by the caller of the male's history of alcohol and drug abuse, Officer Hernandez and Melville acted swiftly to administer naloxone, an opioid antagonist used to reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. Their prompt actions were critical in addressing the immediate threat to the victim's life. Shortly thereafter, the Union County EMS arrived on scene and administered a second dose of naloxone, which significantly improved the victim's condition. The combined efforts of the officers and EMS personnel were instrumental in stabilizing the individual for transport to the hospital for further medical care. For their decisive actions and commitment to saving a life, Officers Melissa Hernandez and Atru Melville are hereby awarded the Department Life Saving Award. Their quick response, teamwork, and dedication to the safety and well-being of the community exemplifies the highest standards of law enforcement service. Come on. Our next life-saving award also involves the same two officers. On September 23rd, 2024, police officers Melville and Hernandez were dispatched to Arbor Terrace Assisted Living in response to a report of a female resident in distress due to choking. Upon arrival, Officer Hernandez quickly addressed the situation and observed the victim exhibiting signs of severe distress, including a change in color and difficulty breathing. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Officer Hernandez promptly deployed the LifeVac tool from her medical bag. The LifeVac is an emergency suction device specifically designed to assist choking victims, and it was generously provided to the department by members of the Mountainside Honorary PBA. Officer Melville joined Officer Hernandez in the critical effort to clear the victim's airway. Through their swift and coordinated actions, both officers were able to provide the necessary relief, ultimately allowing the victim to regain her ability to breathe. The victim was subsequently transported to the hospital where she reported to be breathing and had a pulse, thanks to the timely intervention of Officer Melville and Hernandez. For their exemplary actions and dedication to saving a life, Officer Melville and Hernandez are hereby awarded the Department Life Saving Award. Their quick thinking and teamwork and commitment to the well-being of the community exemplifies the highest standards of law enforcement service. Next is our Years of Service Awards, which are kind of milestones in the careers of the officers as they get to that 5-year, that 10-year mark. They receive another mark, or a hash mark for their uniform, and it's a significant event in their career path. The first award is for Sergeant Andrew Yasinski. Sergeant Yasinski is here for his 10-year service award. A little bio about him. Sergeant Yasinski is a graduate of the Governor Livingston High School and continued his academic career at Misericordia College, where he graduated with a degree in sports management. He was hired by the Mountainside Police Department in September 2013 as a police dispatcher and was hired as a police officer in June 2014. He has been assigned as a patrol officer and in the Detective Bureau prior to his promotion to sergeant. He also serves as the department's humane law enforcement officer, which investigates animal cruelty and other crimes for animals, and serves on the board of the Mountainside PAL. Our next years of service recipient is Alexandra Harris. Alexandra is receiving her 5-year award here. She has prior service. Police Officer Harris began her career in October of 2019 with the Middlesex County College Police Department. She's a graduate of Brookdale Community College and the Monmouth County Police Academy. She was our second female police officer in the borough after Police Officer Dorothy Sullivan in the mid-90s, or early 90s, actually. Presently, she is organizing a multi-agency department training event for the police department, which will help us learn about and better serve the autistic community. And she is spearheading a special event for neurodiverse children to take place in June of 2025, and we thank her for those efforts. That concludes our ceremony for the night. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, our mayor, our council members that are here, our business administrator, the families. It is good to see everybody. It is a good way to honor people for what they've done and the milestones that they've accomplished, and we wish them safety and success through the 2025 and their careers entirely. Thanks very much.
I would like to add something to this event. On behalf of council and the governing body, your excellence in the discharge of your duties is recognized justly tonight, and on a personal level, I'm honored to know each and every one of you, and thank you all for your service.